Oh, right. Well, this is going to be a video about how resto druid is incredibly OP. And so the purpose of this video is to explore reasons why that might be the case and talk about what's changed since Shadowlands to make it such a competitive choice now. Notable change to resto's capacity to do damage is its access to both balance and feral damage sources, coupled with the fact that you don't need to be in boomkin form in order to use these spells. These can effectively be cast from cat form even, which is very strong and fluid and feels really fun. The Star Surge specifically will make up a pretty substantial portion of your damage overall at the end of a dungeon. We also get access to two different sources of flat percentage damage increase, and then these talents down here, which are giving us haste in human form and crit in cat form, which is huge. It's 6% of each. Overall, with the talents that I'm choosing, I'm putting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow. Wait, seriously? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pure DPS increase talents, and just the fact that this is what we get access to is pretty insane. And then obviously at the bottom of the tree, you get access to more DPS choices. The one that I'll be going with will be this guy right down here. Feels better. In the tests that I've done with it, it's been doing like 6% of my damage overall, which is pretty great. I don't hate this one. I just don't love the route that you have to follow in order to get access to it. It just doesn't feel very good to put your points there compared to, for resto, you're going to be taking wild growth regardless, the 3 points and the really fantastic points that you spend in order to get access to the spell. So my plan for the left side of the tree at level 70 will be to put the 3 points here, and then I see this point and this point as flexible with all of these as options, or any number of these spells, and I think it'll probably just be fluid. Getting Boomkin Affinity, or Boomkin Form, grants access to the Boomkin Convoke, which is a cool option to have. Finally, on the actual restoration side, this is certainly a big change from what we had access to in Shadowlands. Namely, the combination of both Convoke and Adaptive Swarm, crazy amounts of damage potential. These, alongside Star Surge, make the talent point to reduce cooldowns for Druid while using Tranquility into a DPS cooldown, which is pretty neat. Keeping access to Circle is just big damage in general. Again, we are blessed with a bunch of increased damage versus what was previously accessible. Additionally, there's a little bit of an elephant in the room with regards to the way Adaptive Swarm works, which is that through the use of weak auras, you can be directed to use your Adaptive Swarm in the most efficient way possible to keep it bouncing between your team. By doing that, keep it bouncing indefinitely between all of your teammates and doing just a ridiculous amount of your overall healing and damage. It'll be interesting to see if and when this is nerfed. But it may not be, because without the use of the weak aura, it's not really feasible to track. Either it'll be commonplace to use this weak aura and then it'll be nerfed, or it'll fly under the radar and good players will dominate on Resto Druid and other players won't understand why. One thing that the class is losing in Plus is going to be the Covenants themselves, of course. In the build that I'm displaying, I'm actively choosing both Convoke and the Adaptive Swarm, and to that end I'm playing the Venthyr Covenant and doing a lot of DPS with the Venthyr Covenant ability. The thing that we gain in exchange for that loss is the Nature's Vigil spell, so I'm hoping that that equalizes, and if it does, then it means that I'm going to continue to do a lot of damage on Resto Druid, which I'm really looking forward to.